Hey dudes, John here, and welcome back to another snapshot review. Today we have 1.14 pre-release 2. We had pre-release 1 earlier in the week, and we know that they're getting ready to release the game when all they're doing is bug fixes for their snapshots. The last few snapshots were just specifically that, bug fixes and game performance improvements. One of them that I noticed is the city or village, whatever, layout. The village layouts are a lot cleaner than they were when they first came out for the very first village. Wow, look at all the iron golems in here. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the one I captured over here, 5. That's crazy. So, okay, a lot more iron golems are spawning in. The more villagers you have in a village, the more iron golems you're going to have, which is fantastic. I think that's wonderful. We're going to basically see what we've got so far for 1.14 and possibly what we're going to get for 1.15 and 1.16. So let's just jump into it. One of the main things that you saw if you've been following the snapshot reviews and you noticed from the very, very beginning of them till now is texture changes. A lot of the textures on most everything, most anything important, like the emeralds, diamonds, gold blocks. The glass looks amazing now. It's a lot clearer looking. A lot of the textures have changed. The only thing I wish they still have not changed is brakes. So what makes me dizzy is unexpected motion, because I'm an old dude. So when you're moving forward and you let go, it still glides. On Xbox, it doesn't do that. On this it does. So you just got to tap. Like I got to move forward and then double tap back, or I got to move backwards and then double tap forward to stop myself. Otherwise, if I play for too long, maybe like 2-3 hours, I get really, really nauseous. So that's one thing I wish they would fix, or make it an option to shut off. I don't know if that's available or accessible in the game mechanics. It has to be, because like I said, 4J Studios is able to do it for the console editions, and I don't believe the Bedrock edition does that. I got to go check, because I really haven't played it all that much lately. This is probably one of my favorite villages, is the desert villages. I did clean it up a little bit, make it a little more user-friendly. There is an iron golem just kind of chilling outside over here too. Oh, anyway, so we got a bunch of iron golems spawning in this village. I did protect it. Protecting villages is one of those things. This has nothing to do with the snapshot review, but protecting villages is one of those things that I feel compelled. Like, I have this OCD about it, where I have to protect a village, whether I'm in creative or survival. I just feel like if I find a village and I'm doing something on that world that's normal, everyday stuff, that I have to go through the effort of protecting it. And on the new villages, because they're so sprawled out, it's a lot harder to surround in material, especially if you're in survival, because you're going to get constantly attacked by the pillagers, which is one of those things that we got new in this update. So, or that we're getting new in this update. The main things that we got new, obviously, are there's a lot of things. I mean, there's not just like one main item. It's all the different tables that we're getting, right? Some of them we don't have access to. Some of them, like this guy, we don't have access to. The fletching table and the smithing table, we're not going to have access to those till 1.15. They're going to make those accessible on the next go. They have something planned for those. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's clear that they're trying to save those for later. They probably didn't mean to release them, or maybe thought, it would be a good idea if we tie this into the next update, which is allegedly going to be the cave update. So we'll see, because they did mention that in a lot of the stuff from Minecon Earth. They did say that they're going to be releasing some very, very cool things, and one of them being the different biome changes, and one of them also being a cave change. So we did the aquatic update. Now this is villagers and pillagers. We have all new villagers now. All of them have trades that rank up as you go along. This guy is still a novice, so the more you trade with them, the better they become. So this is what you have accessible to you. Now you can see all the trades right there instead of having to scroll through. Otherwise, you can see what's available to you from each individual one. And each villager has its own job based on the table that's nearest him when you first spawn in. So that's how they get their job. So if a villager is normal, and like the old villagers that you remember, spawns in next to a cartography table, he is going to become a cartographer. He's going to make maps for you, and that's going to be his trades. The loom, obviously, that's something that we got new. from the very beginning of this update of all these snapshots, and you got the loom pattern plans, which again reminds me a lot of Tinker's Construct. The whole thing with where you can lay out a plan for making banners, and this is how you actually can go and regenerate the same banner and over again, is by creating these those. The crossbow, probably one of my favorite weapons. Other than the trident. I freaking love the trident. This trident is my favorite because it has channeling and loyalty on it. Probably my two favorite attack things. One of them being because if you throw it, it comes back to you. That's really cool. So it doesn't get lost, because if you throw a normal trident, it goes away. You have to go get it like an arrow type of thing. We got craftable horse armor. We got the stone. What do you call it? Where you can repair, disenchant, or deconstruct the enchantments from weapons. We have a barrel, which holds the same amount of stuff as a chest, except for now you can create something like this, or you can have a mass storage system where you can just kind of go through and pick out what it is. I don't know if you can put a sign in front of it, or maybe just put a sign on top of it or next to it. And anyway, so that way you have a nice tight area to store things other than a chest, because now you can't stand on chests if you open them, or you can stand on a barrel. If you open, you can also stand right in front of the barrel, and you can open it. So there's no limitations as to, can you access it from the side too? Yeah, just like a chest, just like anything else. So there's no limitations as where you can put these, and there's no limitations of having to have something clear on top of a chest, like a staircase only, or a half slab, in order to be able to open it. You can stick these in a really tight spot, probably making some redstone contraptions where you're doing storage systems a lot tighter. That would make things a little easier to do, honestly, especially with like the super smelters. You don't have to have so much space for the double chests underneath, so you still have access to just to put the single barrel in there if you wanted to. Anyway, the pandas and bamboo, did those come out? They didn't come out with aquatic, so those came out with a snapshot. I honestly can't remember. There's been so much in this update that I can't remember whether the scaffolding and pandas and bamboo came in as an update by themselves, like a 1.13.2, or was it part of this update? So yeah. So another wonderful thing is mobs. We got these awesome little dudes, foxes. Hey homies, they eat the berry bushes. So I planted a couple berry bushes in there for them, getting some water. But they sleep during the day, and they curl up in a little ball. They're really freaking cute. But they are thieves. I'll see if one of them steals it. Yep, see, look at that. He took it. You drop a diamond on there. You drop your sword on accident, or this trident, whatever it is. They will pick it up. You have to go and get it from them. Either by, look at that. He looks so freaking cute. Absolutely love them. Anyway, so yeah, they are little thieves, though. I guess it's like a fox. But yeah, these are a new thing, as well as obviously the spawn. Hey, homie. I know you're here. Boom, boom. Get out. Go play with your friends. Get out of here. All right. the iron golems. I wasn't sure if there was going to be more iron golems, so I trapped them in here just so I could show you guys. Yeah, iron golems, obviously, they spawn into the villages now, as long as you have the villagers meeting up at the town bell. Where is the town bell? I don't know. I guess I put two bells over here, but there was another bell somewhere in this village. It makes no difference. Point being is, as soon as villagers, hey homie, this guy really wants this guy, and this guy really wants this guy. Go get a room. Anyway, so the iron golems will protect the villagers now. So that makes it really convenient. This iron golem is just chilling out here all by himself. Sorry, homie, if you come back over here, I'll let you back. Oh, there's the village. There's the what do you call it? Village bell. There is always a city center. This one happens to be this fountain. Some of them are trees. Some of them are just the bell with like a little market area. This one just happens to be this cool little fountain, which looks a lot like the old desert fountains that were utterly freaking useless, but now they have a purpose. They're the city centers. So new mobs, we also got obviously the Ravager, which was called the Pillager Beast originally. These guys are the pillagers. Obviously, we've seen those guys. Hey homie. And then the Ravager, this beast of a dude, but they call him the Ravager now. Appropriately named, because he's really hard to freaking kill, and he hits like a truck. He's a 2-hit. If you were full health, you are 2-hit dead. It's that easy. He hits you for 6 hearts, I think, with 1 hit. If you have full diamond armor, he's going to get you a little, it might take you 3 hits, but nonetheless, he hits really freaking hard. And he ravages. He does that exactly. If he goes through a village, he will destroy the crops, he will kill villagers, and he hits you through walls. So if you're in a small, like a 5x5, and you're near one of the walls, he can, it's a glitch. I don't know if they fixed it, but the last time I tried it, which was probably 2 snapshots ago, there are three snapshots ago, he killed me through a wall. And that sucked, because how are you supposed to stay safe from the guy, even if you're trying to kill him? Especially in early game when you don't have a diamond sword and you don't have diamond armor, and it's just really challenging to kill the guy. And then if they hang out around you, around the house, you're fairly trapped. You got to find a way, get creative, and get your way out of there. Not go into creative, but get creative yourself in your head. Yes. I'm sure we got some few new flowers in here. We did get the lanterns. Probably one of my favorite updates, other than the campfire. For lighting, because we were stuck with the same few lighting options. I mean, we had some, I don't know if I'm missing any of them. I think I am, but I don't know for a fact. We've always had the torches, which honestly they're great, but they're very archaic looking, and I wish we always had some kind of lighting feature that isn't so massive. These are awesome looking for floors and for ceilings, but when you do like street lights and stuff, and you have to put 4 of these around a post, it looks very encumbersome, very heavy. And I just never liked the look of it, but that's what I had to do. That's the really only option we really had for lighting that looked like a street lamp. So these ones are probably my favorite, but they're the most expensive unless you have like a Guardian farm, which I've built in my Epic World. But they're challenging to build too. Those are not super easy. You usually need some help to do those because they get really massive, and you got to clear out an entire Guardian temple. That sucks. These are fairly easy. You go to the nether, go break up some glowstone lamps, and bring back the glowstone and make some glowstone lamps. Or unless you grab a silk touch pickaxe, just go pick them as they are and go grab a bunch of them. Also, these are also super cheap. Pumpkins are fairly easy to find around the world if you're in the right biomes. You see them growing everywhere. Or get some pumpkin seeds and grow them yourself and throw a torch in it and some shears. Make a lit up jack-o'-lantern. They're fantastic. The redstone lamps, also fairly easy, but you also need a light source, power source to power them. And the redstone torches, but they only give, I think, like a 3x3 total lighted area, as opposed to where these go, I think 7 blocks for most of these for a lighted area. I'm not positive, but like the campfire, I believe, goes 15 blocks now, so it lights up a lot more, and it's usable, so you can go and grab raw anything and cook it around the outside. So it's useful because you can barbecue on it, because who doesn't like to barbecue? And it creates a fire, and you can create a bigger smoke signal. Yeah, and if you grab some hay and you put it like there, and you drop one of these on top of it, the smoke signal goes over double. It goes 22 blocks high, where these only go 10 blocks high. They dissipate at 10 blocks, where these dissipate at 22 blocks, over double the height. And you get a really cool smoke signal, kind of a beacon of where home is. You know what I mean? If you're far enough away, you can actually see, oh yeah, there's a smoke signal over there. There must be people over there. Anyway, so yeah, it's really freaking cool that they have that. I absolutely love campfires. I love these torches, these lamps though. These are probably my favorite as far as lighting options go, because they're so versatile. You can hang them upside down from things. You can't place them up against something, but you can put them on top of something. And they do look really good as street lamps. They take up a lot less space. They're not very expensive. It's 8 iron nuggets and a single torch in the center, and you can make one of those. So roughly 1 iron ingot per lamp, and they're perfect. I think they're fantastic. I absolutely love them. The other awesome new mob that we got are these guys. You get the llama, the trader llamas, and the wandering trader, and they go hand in hand. If you spawn them in next to each other, they don't have a lead on one another. They're kind of just separate. But if they spawn in naturally like this, the guy holds them by a lead, and he controls them. There's usually just the two llamas and the one villager kind of led together. One more new mob that we got The mushroom. This guy, unfortunately, he didn't used to take so much hit points from this, but let me see if I hit him like here. No, I gotta actually hit him. I'm sorry, dude. But then he dies immediately. He turns into that. I don't know if you saw that, but he turns into a brown cow. I don't know why he dies. He didn't used to because it's not that much damage that's caused by the trident. And cows have as much health as you do. So I don't know. That wouldn't normally kill somebody right away. Like if I went to a mob, let's see if we can find somebody. If I find a mob, it's going to take a minute to kill him, right? So if I go and shoot him. Don't move. Why are you moving? Why are you moving? There he goes. So he's going to burn, and he will eventually die from the fire because the fire is killing him. And then if I hit him again, there he goes. It takes a second to kill him. If I hit a spider, obviously he's going to die right away. Look at this. The creepers, though. Awesome. Charged creeper. Hey, homie. How you doing? He still took a lot of damage. I wish there was a hit meter that would show up to see how much damage they have left. Oh, there's my brown mushroom. Hey, homie. How you doing? I forgot I spawned him in earlier. How did you get in here? Are you dead, homie? Sorry. You're not supposed to be in here. You are not welcome in this village. You did not pass go. Anyway, villagers now also having their, their jobs. They cannot do their job function if they cannot sleep either. They need a bed at nighttime to sleep. These villagers are acting really weird. They're all staying right here next to all these tables, probably because they're doing their job right here as opposed to going home. But if they're near their home, most homes will have some type of table inside of them that consist of that villager's job. Another thing they did, which was really, really amazing, is if you have an old world and you spawn it into Bedrock or the newer version of Minecraft, the transitions used to be this hard line, something like this. And you'd see it go all the way down the map, right? You can really tell, like an ocean will just end and there'll be a mountain range kind of there. You've all seen this. But now they made it where it tears off in either direction, where it blends in. It looks more like a natural, like if a mountain comes in, it'll blend in more like this on one side. If it's a ravine, it'll blend in the same. If it's an ocean, it'll blend in the same. It will chop off trees. It will chop houses in half and stuff like that if it's at the very, very edge of something where a house would have spawned in. But nonetheless, it makes it really, really cool for the fact that it looks more natural, like it's supposed to be that way. And they made the terrain look a lot smoother. Oh yeah, we did get a bunch of new blocks, which is fantastic. We got a ton of half slabs, stairs, and walls, which quite honestly we've been asking for a really long time, and we finally got them, and I really appreciate their work on these. They look great. They make terrain look fantastic. You can make things look a lot more natural now with these. If you had a rocky mountainside, I've got a few of them in my Epic World where I use a bunch of different stone to make it look like it's naturally there, like it's intended to be there. It looks a lot more smooth as opposed to so hard and harsh like this. If we had half slabs of grass and sand, and not even stairs, just half slabs of grass and sand, that would be amazing, quite honestly. It'd be a wonderful thing. Another thing I wish we had is grass seeds. I wish you had grass seeds so you can plant grass somewhere that you don't normally have grass, or have to trail it down to your place, which I had to do a million times, where you trail it from one spot to another. It takes a really long time to freaking grow there, but nonetheless, that's what you have to do sometimes in order to get grass somewhere else. But yeah, I don't know if I missed any of these blocks, but nonetheless, these are fantastic. Another thing is on the grindstones, they make nice wheels. Now, as far as 1.15 goes, the idea is going to be the cave update, right? So we're going to find stuff that's a lot more interesting and more reasons other than just strip mining to go down into a cave. And I don't even ever go into caves to go mining, quite honestly, except on surface, where you can go and find stuff right off the bat. Oh, look, there's a mine shaft right here. Well, that's freaking cool. I love this. But yeah, stuff like this or iron is on the surface, I will absolutely go into a cave to go grab or some coal all the time. That's because it's easy to get, and you always need iron right away. So it's nice to go get that stuff before you have to actually go and create a mine. But I like finding an area that does not have any caves, and I like to dig a nice staircase down, usually 5 blocks tall every step, all the way down to level 12, and start strip mining there where there are no caves. The reason being is there's no mobs. There's nothing that's going to endanger you as long as you keep lighting up every so many blocks. You won't have any issues with mob spawning in, and you don't have to worry about protecting yourself. Where in a cave, you don't know what's around every corner. With a cave update, maybe we'll get something like villages or some kind of housing that's down in caves, other than mine shafts, which are nice to find. Don't get me wrong. I love finding mine shafts and dungeons. I like finding dungeons as well. But to go down into an actual cave and then having something in there more than just mushrooms and cave spiders and mobs around every corner, something interesting, a reason to be down there. And honestly, if you say you're going mining in a cave, you're not really finding as much material as you would if you went to go strip mining. Strip mining, you're finding a lot more material that way. Yeah, it's going to give me more reason to want to go down into caves, and I'm really excited about that. They're also going to start focusing back about gameplay, the way the game is actually played versus now. Maybe they're going to give more challenges. Maybe they're going to come up with some more dungeons. That would be wonderful if we have some more naturally spawning dungeons in the world. So yeah, and they're going to be focusing more on combat, I guess, on 1.16. It could be 1.15 as well. I'm not certain, but that's the rumors. That's what a lot of the forums are saying, and there is some confirmation from Mojang as well on that. But I can't wait to see what they come out with next, and I can't wait for this full release. We should see the full release on this in the next week or two. They're just finalizing it, making sure everything turns out the way exactly like they want it. You always want something to be as perfect as possible when you release it, and then you can do updates later on. But right now, I think it's looking really, really good. The villages are looking very good. They're not so choppy. Some villages are here and there, but for the most part, most villages look really, really clean. They're not half buried or floating in the sky. They don't look awkward anymore. Now they look more like the villages of old, just with the new structures, new layout, and new villagers. And I absolutely love them. I know I have more reason to go around from village to village. I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. If you guys are in the Los Angeles area and you guys are joining, or you guys are going to MineFaire. MineFaire is this weekend in Los Angeles. It's all over the United States, but this weekend happens to be at the LA Convention Center. You can find me there. We're actually invited as a rising star. We'll be signing autographs. I guess we're going to be giving away some free pop sockets and saying hi to you dudettes out there that love this game so much as I do. Ethan and Liam are going to be joining me, and we're going to be chilling at a table and just saying hello to people. So if you guys are in the LA area and you are going to MineFaire, you can go to, I'll put a link in the description below on how you could check that out. Again, we were invited as rising stars, and we're super, super excited to go. So I can't wait. Like I said before, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys did, smash that like button down below. And if you're at all new to this channel, if you guys can click that subscribe button, it does help the channel out a great deal. And while you're at it, if you click the little bell, it turns on notifications and it lets you dudettes know when we upload our videos. And until next time, guys, see ya.